So I've gotten a lot of questions about the entry for this turn. For me, this whole series of turns is all connected. These are 3 left-hand turns basically. And when you get it right, it becomes one smooth arc all the way through. And you'll know you got it right because it'll just feel like you're kind of locked in position all the way around this turn. And you guys are kind of running into traffic. Like I'm following some people that are in traffic here, and you need to give the guy in front of you space. This is my favorite place to pass somebody because it's such a clean way to pass when you exit the series of turns. But if you're right on top of somebody's rear tire, you're reacting to how they're riding. So if they don't get on the gas, you have to wait. If they get on the brake, you have to hit the brakes. So what I do is I give them a little space, and then basically I take a running start at that exit. So keep that in mind when you guys are leaving this exit. This is a very easy place to get a pass down sailing, because you kind of know if they're on the gas and they're on the line, you know they're going to be pushed out to the right. So if you keep it tight a little longer on the left side, it's going to be a clean pass, and you can stay on the gas all the way down. The other thing is I see a lot of people kind of short-changing these X's. You kind of need to make sure you're using the whole track time here. And the reason why is because as you get faster, it's going to become very natural for you to have to use all that track to keep up the speed there it is. So, like I was saying earlier, my vision is up to these turns. I'm not looking down at the track. I'm not looking at the candy stripe, and I'm not looking at the person in front of me. I'm looking at these poles. I'm looking at the towers, and then I'm looking at the houses like that are big there. So my vision is constantly sweeping through this whole turn. And if you don't do that, it's going to be really tough for you to stay smooth. And I see a lot of people kind of checking up or making minor adjustments. And the reason why is because you're kind of looking down and you're like, oh, I'm not quite where I need to be to make the adjustments. It's really too late to make those kind of adjustments, honestly. So if you miss the turn, it's fine. Just keep your line. The next time around, try it again. But don't sweep over to try to get that X or whatever. Just kind of get through the turns and be predictable for your fellow riders. I see you're adjusting as you go through here. You keep your eyes up. And through here, I'm actually looking at the control tower. I'm looking at the control tower here. So you guys can see how far down the track I'm looking on these turns, because you have to keep your vision up. And it makes the track feel a little slower, actually, because you're looking down track and things are passing by very slowly. If you're looking down on the track surface or at the candy stripe, everything's like this to your face. You really can't process that. You can't really change what you're doing at the time to compensate for that. So I look way down track, and it makes me feel more comfortable because it feels like it slows things down a little bit. Exactly. So like on most of these turns, as soon as you're past the apex, back on the gas. That's the only way you're going to be faster through these areas, is back on the gas. So the guy that's going to put the best lap time down is the guy that can get on the gas the longest, the quickest. And that's kind of the strategy we use for these turns, is try to straighten up the turns so that you can get on the gas faster. And if you're on the gas, it's going to naturally push you out. It's going to push you right. And that's why the markers over here. I see a lot of people finishing this corner mid-track. I know they're not on the gas.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Tim Grijalva.
You learn anything?
I learned a lot. This is my third time coming out here, and every single time I'm amazed at how much I learn. I heard about you guys on Facebook, and I heard a couple people talking about it, so I decided just to sign up. I actually spoke with you on the phone, and you said that first-time riders get 50% off, as well as can borrow some gear, so I took advantage of that. Came out to Crescent, was still nervous. I actually rode my bike out here, just wore my street gear, changed when I got out here, and had a blast. First time I did the round robin, I thought to myself, there's no way I'm gonna go faster than this or lean more than I am right now, but by the end of the day, I hit my maximum for what I wanted to do, which was really good because it allowed me to be a little bit more adventurous in the street and know that I had the skills in case an emergency situation happened. I think one of the first things that I notice is the instructors actually care. They're not just, I don't even know if they're paid employees, because they act like they volunteer and they just love to do it. So they don't push you past your limits, but they do push you enough to push your comfort zone, but not necessarily get out of your comfort zone. The first thing I would do is look on the internet. You guys do have YouTube videos of classroom instruction, and it's pretty much the same that you're gonna get, I mean, a little bit more specialized when you get here, actually. But I think if you reach out to anybody on social media that is a part of the Right Smart family, you're gonna realize that people are out there to help you, and they will give you the reassurance that you need. Because your first time out here is gonna be scary. It's a completely different experience. Being on the track is not like being on the street, but they do help each other out in the end.
All right, a couple of turns I noticed while we were going around the track. One of the things I see a lot of is that right now people are going in, they're going, brake, and then they're hitting their tip-in point. They're tipping in, and they're kind of doing a maintenance throttle around until they get to the apex, and then they kind of start straightening up a little bit, and then they start accelerating. Well, we talk a lot about incrementally increasing things and incremental and small steps. So this is what I want you to do now. Is we're going to carry that braking marker a little bit past that braking point that we have right now. Now I know a lot of you say, oh wait, I was taught that if you touch the brake in the corner, you'll like burst into flames or something. Well, no, that's not true. As you're braking, you can extend that braking marker just a little bit. Right now, I only want you to do a little bit. I'm talking 10 or 20 feet. Normally, you would finish braking and you would tip in. Well, braking, as you brake, what happens to the front end? As you brake, that moves the weight of the bike to the front of the bike. And that causes the front suspension to compress, and that causes the wheel, the tire, to actually squat. If this is your tire going down the track, when you start braking, it actually flattens that out a little bit. It flattens it so that you have more traction now on your turn-in side. So that as you get ready to turn in, you've actually got a greater contact path, and it makes it easier to turn in. So by extending that braking just a little bit so that you actually tip in when you have a little bit of braking left, you can actually carry that through a little bit further, and it actually makes it a safer entry. I find that on corners like, it's a real easy one you can practice on, is like Big Bend, for instance. That's an easy one to practice. Little bit you can practice on by just extending it just a little bit right now. Ultimately, you're going to extend it further and further. You guys are level 1 right now. When we get into level 3, you're probably going to carry that all the way to the apex, and then you're going to accelerate. Right now, I just want you to extend it just a little bit. Just a little bit is all I want to see on that. And make that tire squat a little bit. It makes for a better turn in. Corners that I don't brake for, sometimes I will still tap my front brake. I'm not grabbing a handful of it, I'm just simply tapping it to move some of the center of gravity to the front tire so that it squats it ever so slightly so that I tip in. And it makes it a little easier, better, and tighter to tip in.
I'm Jim Shin.
Your first time, were you hesitant or scared at all? Or
A little bit hesitant, yeah, anxious,
Yeah.
butterflies in the stomach. It's just not knowing, the unknown.
Yeah.
Once you come out here, you understand how things work and the safety involved and the instruction involved. And each person learns at their own pace. There's no, hey, you need to excel this much by the end of this day. So, but safety I think is a big concern. That's one of the reasons I came out here, so thought it was safer than riding on the road. I think all riders who want to learn, who want to become a better rider should come out here. So, but again, the instruction, they teach you what to be aware of, a lot of situational things you would never, or you might encounter on the road, but maybe that one time and you're getting in an accident, here you understand what to look for. You can react to certain things because you already see it for the whole day. You're here from 8 to 5. So you get acclimated, used to certain things on the track or the road. Again, the sense of camaraderie, it's a family type environment. So Dave always makes sure that everybody's happy here, everybody's taken care of. His wife is incredible. So second thing, instruction. Everybody's willing to help you. They're there to, I wouldn't say, it's all constructive criticism. So they want you to become a safer rider for yourself and for people around you. So.
Well, Jim, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely.
that and everything, and hope to see you again and again and again and again.
Of course, of course.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Jim. Bye.
Yeah, when I first, thought about it, I was nervous. I've always wanted to do it. I got a friend of mine that kept telling me to come over and give it a try, you learn. So it was, I knew it wasn't be too much of a bad thing to do. But once you get here and you see all these bikes and you get a little nervous, you get like, man, who am I with? Who's these people? But yeah, I mean, the course itself, you're up there, they're constantly reminding you of safety. And the more you're out there, you're with people that love bikes, and are passionate of riding. So that anxiety kind of cools down a little bit.
What's your advice to people that are sitting on the fence about that? Should they come out? What would you say?
Yeah.
Would you give them any reassurance, or what would that be?
Yeah, you definitely need to come out. You definitely need to come out. You'll learn more skills than what you thought you had, and their instructors are out there, and they're actually take their time for one-on-one. So that to me was awesome. That's a big plus. Oh yeah, it definitely will make them safer. They teach you in the course, what to look for, or a reminder for some that think that they're safer. But yeah, you do feel safe.
Okay. Anything else that you would say to them?
You got to come and try it, man. It's awesome. I definitely, it's not going to be my last time. I'll be doing it more.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jose, and
Right.
I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah. Well, thank you.